So I'm in central Oslo. I've got about 3 hours before I need to head to the airport for my flight back to Manchester. I haven't really explored the city much. I've been here a couple of days, but my time here was spent visiting other places that you can travel to from Oslo. But I thought just an easy video, just have a wander around central Oslo, see what there is to see and do for a couple of hours on a layover. Not expecting too much, but it's not the prettiest city. It's definitely not Stockholm levels of pretty, but it is at the end of a fjord. It does have some historic buildings, and it has people diving off the wall into the fjord, which is still quite cold, I'm hearing, because people are screaming when they do it. But the first place I thought was worth visiting is, well, we'll see, you'll see. We can have bird's eye view over the whole of Oslo, right next to the central train station. It's free to walk up. You walk up the top of a museum/municipal building, and we can see the whole of Oslo. So let's go as far as we can up in the sky in Oslo for free. So this is a lot steeper than it looks on camera. There are steps, but where's the fun in that? So we are now walking to the top of a building in central Oslo, just at the edge of the fjord harbour. And down by the harbour you can just about see those wooden buildings. They are saunas. They're free to use, I think. People are jumping off the top of them into the water. Sadly, I didn't bring my swimming trunks, so I can't do that, unfortunately. This is really steep. I think we're nearly at the top now. So just next to this viewing platform is the Munch Art Museum. I think it's closed today. Today is a national holiday here in Norway. and it'll probably cost an absolute fortune to get in. So I might give that a miss, but at least you know where it is. Head back down into the city itself. A couple of minutes from the central train station, and see what else there is in central Oslo on a bright and sunny morning. Oof. So lots of random statues in Oslo. There's no signs explaining what they are though. So this is the main church, Oslo Domkirke. Like a lot of things today, it seems to be shut. People are going in, so let's see if we can go in. So this version of the church opened in 1850. There's been a church here since the 1600s, but this is the main church of Norway. All of the royal occasions are celebrated here. It's also the parish church of central Oslo. Quite typical Lutheran Protestant style inside. But it's just a few steps away from the central station. Let's keep walking around Oslo and see what else there is to see here. think I'm in the edgy part of town now. About 10 minutes walk from the train station. Lots of takeaways here. A lot of homeless people. Lots of graffiti on the walls. So I never usually feel at all slightly unsafe in Scandinavia, but this part of Oslo just feels a little bit edgy. Next to the Red Cross Hospital, I think it is. So I'm going to head back towards the train station area. In an area called Greenland, which is just on the outskirts of central Oslo, I think. I've been walking for about half an hour in circles. Basically, there's really not that much to do in Oslo. It doesn't have a lot of tourist sites to tick off. So I'm going to head back to the central station and then we can sum up this video. We're back at Oslo bus station. If you haven't seen the video where I went to Drøbak on the bus from here, make sure you catch up on that one. But this means we are close to getting back to the central station. I've walked around the whole of central Oslo, I think. There's really not that much to do. In fact, I'd say it's one of the most boring cities I've ever been to. And that's saying something. When you're coming into a shopping centre, really scraping the barrel here. But when you come to Oslo or Scandinavia, you've got to go into a shop called Normal. They sell all kinds of stuff that you didn't know you wanted. harbour here in Oslo. It's safe to say, I think based on what I've seen, this is the most boring city in Europe. There's just nothing to do. Have I missed something obvious? A lot of people come here on their weekend breaks, like I have, but what are they all seeing? Well, thanks for coming with me around Oslo. This video may be completely useless, pointless, boring, but it probably shows you that there isn't that much to see or do here unless you really plan to visit the museums. But until the next video from somewhere else, take care and I will see you then. So I spoke to YouTube and they said you would also like these cool videos from my channel. So please also check these ones out.